specific about what he's playing harmonically. So what he did there is he goes from E flat, he goes to an E diminished chord. Now, one of the important things about diminished chords is one of the things that makes this chord sing in what he just played is the presence of some notes that are not, some tensions, right? So people often think of diminished chords as just, sorry. I can't play this chord without tension because the melody note is a tension on the chord. But a lot of times people think of diminished chords as kind of corny. And what I started to do when I mentioned really quickly my own diminished thing was I was blending different notes with the diminished. And that is what's happening here. He's doing that. So this isn't exactly a turnaround, but it's sort of turnaround-like. What he's playing there is he's going, you know... I'm sorry. I guess goes to A. Sorry, whoops. My bad. I think it's that. But he's... Okay. So he's going, so yeah, so this is another example of a kind of diminished sound that resolves, and he's picked some unusual notes. I think he resolves it to a major 7 sharp 5. So what Mulgrew does sometimes is he's doing a very simple technique, and you can adapt this to turnarounds as well. If you keep the same root and just change the chord quality, that's a very powerful tool. So when you get to the turnaround and it's something, now you have a turnaround, right? So I could just play one, like I could go 1 to 6 to 2 to 5, right? That would be the simplest turnaround I could play, right? Where I just go 1, 6, 2, 5. That's, you know, right? That's where that comes from. That's like, it's like the thing that everybody learns when they're little. If you want to play the song Heart and Soul, if you don't know that song, don't worry about it. But that is like the turnaround where some of us first heard that turnaround was on that song. Okay, so the simplest is 1, 6, 6. Now I can make that a little more interesting by just changing the chord quality. So if I make the first chord, let's say an E flat 7 sharp 9 chord, and then the next one, I don't know, some kind of altered C7, then some kind of altered F7, then some kind of altered B flat 7. So that's an example of one of the ways that